Something of a mixed reception for the home team, I have to say. The head-to-head league meetings, these 146. Everton have won 48, Liverpool 54, 44 draws down the years. The odds, Everton are 2-1, Liverpool the 5-4 favourites, 2-1 the draw. The first to score, Peter Beardsley at 6-1. You can get 7-1 on Rosenthal, McManaman, Barlow and Johnston. Don't forget, more football this coming Friday, a Monday night football extra. Middlesbrough against Chelsea, that's an FA Cup third round dress rehearsal as well. 7 o'clock start this coming Friday. It's Everton against Liverpool tonight. Match commentators Andy Gray and Ian Dark.
Thank you very much indeed. Peter Beardsley bidding to become only the second man in history to score for both clubs in Merseyside derbies. The other was David Johnston. It's not so much a religion, a football match here, is it? It's more like a religion. Families and friends divided according to their allegiances between Everton Blue and Liverpool Red. Well, let's take a check, shall we, on the two sides tonight. Everton have caused one or two shocks in their selection. They call up David Unsworth, a teenager, for only his second league game of the season. Barry Horn's back. No Johnston keeps his place up front. Tony Coffey doesn't even make the bench. Changes forced on Howard Kendall because both Alan Harper and Andy Hinchcliffe as fullbacks are unfit, and watch for a surprise formation.
Yes, in recent games, Ian, Howard Kendall's opted for 5 at the back, 3 centre-half. But I think tonight what you'll find is it will play Martin Keown in a right-back area, because he'll definitely be concerned about John Barnes there. In the midfield, Ian Snowden will just protect his back four, and obviously number 8, Peter Beardsley, will roam free all over the place.
Well, as for Liverpool, who came out onto the pitch very early indeed, just to sample this Goodison atmosphere, a very special atmosphere, they are without David Burrows, of course, who will be sadly out for 3 months with knee ligament damage. That gives a chance for Mark Wright, who's had such a troubled 1992. The informed Ronnie Rosenthal is back from World Cup duty with Israel. Ian Rush won't be risked, though he is near to full fitness again. Paul Stewart and the fit-again Mark Walters on the bench for Liverpool.
Yeah, one injury worry for Graham Souness, but no worries for his formation. Look for that familiar one in recent weeks of the 5-man midfield and the single attacker in Ronnie Rosenthal. But watch for Hutchison joining him on every occasion. And if you're looking for a clash, how about this one? Martin Keown, I'm sure, will operate at right back, and John Barnes. Martin Keown, one of the best man-for-man markers in the game at the moment. That could be a vital clash tonight.
Steve McManaman, who was on the terraces at Goodison as a boy, always supported Everton, but now, of course, very much of the red of Liverpool, and looking for his first derby goal tonight. Big test for this young man, David Unsworth. He's only 19. He scored on his league debut for Everton, and he has the job of marking McManaman tonight. And obviously Howard Kendall has a lot of faith in him. He's a big lad.
I think there's a couple of kids who've got crucial jobs tonight as well. And look at Liverpool, and I think Jamie Redknapp actually might be the one player who's given the task of looking after Peter Beardsley when certainly Liverpool are attacking. You know what, Beardsley loves to play in that little area, and Jamie Redknapp, I'm pretty sure, will be the holding player, if you like. And I think his responsibility will be look after Peter Beardsley.
A sea of blue at one end, a sea of red at the other. Jamie Redknapp, there he is, son of Harry Redknapp, of course, and he really is an emerging talent in the centre of that Liverpool midfield. The referee is Martin Bodnam, a familiar figure to football watchers on Sky Sports, and maybe an omen there for Everton. He was the referee when they last had a home win against Aston Villa back in August. Everton with only one home win all season, and they just cannot put the ball in the back of the net, and that is going to be their big problem. Howard Kendall was saying to me the other day, he said, whoever I select doesn't score. It's Liverpool pushing forward. Nicol getting forward. That looked like a handball by Rosenthal.
That was handball by Rosenthal, but they've been let off, you know, there, Everton. I mean, they're completely at sea. There's no reason why this should happen. They've got 2 against 1 at the back there at all times. Rosenthal does handle it, but they really were quite asleep there in Everton.
Well, that would have been interesting had that gone in, because the referee did not give the handball. We really could have had a controversy right in the opening minute. Early touch for Barlow, playing in his first debut. It's going to be, I think, pretty frenetic early on. The tackles will fly in a special atmosphere. The 147th Merseyside derby, with Liverpool 54, 48 ahead and 44 draws. Vaughan back in the Everton side tonight, flicking that one on. This is Mark Wright. Peaknick and Steve Nicol, who's had to move to left back. That won't worry him. Such a versatile performer. McManaman, who's come out onto the left-hand side. Still McManaman, and Barry Horn really fighting into the tackle, and Everton needed him to.
This is a good start from Liverpool. If there's one area in this Everton setup where they haven't quite got cover, it is wide. They've no real width to the side, and already Liverpool have exploited it in this near side on a couple of occasions.
Liverpool corner is taken by Mike Marsh, and that's going to be another one.
Good header that from Martin Keown. He had to make it his. You see it come in here, and Keown's got to get there. It's a good defensive header.
Marsh with his second attempt. Sorrell this time, getting the punch on it, and there was a bit of a freak deflection, but Neville Southall gathered it in the end.
He was very lucky, Neville, there, as he punched that ball. Come off the back of Steve McManaman's head. Unfortunately for Neville, just dropped into his arms.
Liverpool on a bit of a roll. They've won their last 3 league games, of course. Everton, whose confidence must be fragile, just 1 point, or 1 place, I should say, above the bottom 3. Now here is Redknapp. Cut out by Keown, and this is little Billy Kenny, only 19. What a good first touch from him. And Barlow distribution. I think he might be just feeling the tension of it all in the opening minutes. Stuart Barlow, he scored for Everton against Chelsea in the Coca-Cola Cup the other night, and Howard Kendall, I know, thinks that could be a turning point for him. He's got a lot of pace. New name in this Everton lineup. Now Rosenthal. Marsh getting that too long.
Well, I've tinkered a little bit, Ian, from the formations that we thought. Ian Snodden on the ball there is actually playing more of a sweeper and as a centre-back. And I do feel that if they only play Ronnie Rosenthal up front, Liverpool, it is wasting a man. But what Liverpool have done as well is that Steve McManaman is actually playing more as a striking partner alongside Ronnie Rosenthal and wide on the right at the moment.
Nicol chipping this one forward into the path of the powerful Rosenthal, who brought that down beautifully. Feeds John Hutchison. Not a play.
Been a good start from Liverpool, this. That typical of what to expect from Hutchison, though. The ball's played up to Rosenthal. We're watching for the number 6, Don Hutchison, joining him as often as possible.
Ronnie Rosenthal, who scored the winner, and we had that fabulous game on Queen's Park Rangers against Liverpool a couple of weeks back. And that may prove to be a turning point in Liverpool's whole season. Snowden knocking this one forward, going in a bit of a tangle off the ball with Hutchison off camera there. Now Redknapp, Hutchison and Snowden again, and this time Snowden wins it. Here's Keown in his unfamiliar right back pose.
No real height up front, Everton, you know, and it's going to be interesting to watch how they're going to get through the Liverpool defence. They're going to have to be very precise with their passing tonight.
With Barnes, lovely turn from him. Rosenthal, look at that from Liverpool, beautiful play. Barnes again. This might drop for Redknapp if he can get there. And fighting into the tackle was the teenager Kenny. But it's not clear yet, because here now is Steve McManaman trying to run Unsworth for the first time, and the youngster did well to get the foot in.
Super skill from Barnes and Rosenthal. Wasn't it a great little link-up?
The early pressure, though, Andy, all from Liverpool.
Yeah, I think we expected that. They're the confidence side at the moment, aren't they? On the back of 1 or 2 very, very good results, you would expect them to start full of confidence. Everton a little bit nervy. I think that's understandable. But the longer the game goes on at this stage at 0-0, then the more confidence you'd expect Everton to gain.
Well, I know Everton were pretty encouraging the other night in the Coca-Cola Cup against Chelsea, and Howard Kendall was encouraged by the fact that at least they scored twice. That's offside. Referee playing a sensible advantage.
They were a bit Jekyll and Hyde in that cup tie in respect. They played very, very well in the first half, and yet they played very, very poorly in the second. And I think that's been the story of the season. They haven't quite put it together often enough.
Both sides with replays to face in that competition, and they could meet again in the Coca-Cola Cup. That's quite another matter. This is knocked forward by Watson, and Johnson with a level touch on to nobody in particular. Snowden is playing more or less as the sweeper for Everton.
Not so much a sweeper, Ian, as it is basically three centre-backs there. He's not playing any deeper than Watson or Ablett, but he's just being the spare man, if you like, and letting the two big men mark.
Quite interesting tactical variations, though, tonight by Howard Kendall, because Snowden has been playing alongside Billy Kenny in the midfield.
I think that's where they want to play as well. I think Ian Stone, knowing him, that's where they want to play, in the midfield.
He's doing well to play at all. He had 2 years, horrible years out with injury, only back a month ago. Here's Rosenthal for the up and under, and Neville Southall's handling quite splendid in this, his 33rd Merseyside derby. Is an amazing record, isn't it?
It is amazing. Actually played more than Ian Rush, I can't believe that.
Now, can Everton create anything? Not this time, because Peaknick is there. Nicol. Dave Watson doing the covering alongside Rosenthal, whose pace, aggression and confidence at the moment might be a handful for Everton. Bad ball out of defence by Keown allows Nicol to maybe rebuild something for Liverpool here. Now with John Barnes. Nice curl on the cross, dangerous, wicked cross.
Oh, that's a wonderful cross, Ian. In many of the games we've seen this weekend, there have been some fabulous crosses, and this is another example. He's showing you here you don't necessarily have to beat a man, and really that cross deserves a better finish than that.
Now Stuart Barlow, he has no Johnston making a run towards the near post if he can find him. But Everton do get a corner. Everton have Dave Watson, big defender forward. Across it goes, dangerously, and there still might be something. Peter Beardsley with almost his first significant touch. It's a nice piece of play by Horn, engineering a bit of space for the cross, and Johnston and Andy making the point that there's no aerial threat really about Everton. Very small men up front really in Barlow and Johnston, and for that matter even Beardsley, who's playing in the hole behind them. Peter Beardsley will be 32 next month, but still playing as well as ever. Unsworth with the header for Everton. Very congested in there just at the moment. Rob Jones. Now there's a little bit of space for Watson. What can he do with it? He's got Keown making an overlapping run here. Barnes quickly in on him. Keown did very well though. Find Barlow. Barlow gets away from Peakney. Pulling this one back, Johnston there. And in the end, White completing the clearance. And McManaman and Unsworth in a bit of argy-bargy, and they'll have to watch that. Martin Boddenham, I'm sure, will go over and have a word with the two youngsters to cool it.
Yeah, just a quick one. I think with David Unsworth in particular, he's really, really fired up, the young lad, and I think it showed there. He's just waiting on the ball, and then nips Steve McManaman, and it a little bit of handbags at 10 paces there from the two kids.
Now, a little Terry Kenny with the effort. Kenny, whose dad played for Everton back in the 70s, about 12 games, I think it was. Good will to find. Fancy playing a Merseyside derby and only a 7th start in top football, Andy, eh?
Hey, listen, if you're going to get any early, you find out things about people in these kind of games, Ian, you really do. And we'll find out 1 or 2 things about a few of the youngsters on show tonight.
Now here's Rob Jones, a youngster about whom we know a bit already. Rob Jones, just the 1 England cap for him so far, and of course he had to miss the European Championships with injury, but just back these last few weeks and looking to maybe knock on the England door again sometime in the next few months. Forward by Ablett, playing for a Merseyside derby for the first time for Everton. Did it 10 times for Liverpool. Unsworth. Predictably frenetic at the moment, Andy.
Yeah, yells, as we saw in the Manchester derby yesterday, it does take 10, 15 minutes to actually settle down. But Everton have settled better now. Started very quickly, Liverpool, and were passing the ball about quite well. We're tending to get bogged down in the centre of midfield, and I think that will suit Everton. Liverpool's best policy would be to try and get some width, get the ball to John Barnes, and even Steve Nicol, who's got big acres down here on this near side, if he wants to run into.
Fascinating battle going on between Keown and Barnes already. Keown in on Barnes the moment he gets the ball. Now here's Mo Johnston, doing well to shake off a posse of Liverpool defenders and find young Barlow. Tiny, almost Alfred-like little figure Barlow. Kenny. Then Ablett. Nice connected football. Unsworth with the interesting looking cross towards the far post. And Mike Hooper, who's playing the #1 jersey at Liverpool in recent weeks, doing his stuff again.
Yeah, that's not the type of cross, though, that Everton are going to benefit. You would expect the tall centre-backs and a goalkeeper of Mike Hooper's size to deal with those type of crosses very, very easily. What about a little bit more craft in those kind of balls in from the wide areas for the likes of Beardsley, Johnston and Barlow?
Might have been different in the days when you were attacking the far post in a blue shirt, Andy.
You've got a good memory.
Wasn't that long ago, come on. They do have Paul Rideout on the bench if they want a bit more height and power up front, Everton. It would be an option for later on. McManaman, nice first touch from him, and then Marsh and outside against Ronnie Rosenthal.
And we saw against Queen's Park Rangers recently the amount of times that Ronnie does run offside, but I think when you're like him and you play right on the edge of that offside or not, then you've got to accept you get caught a few times just to maybe get through that one time that gets you a goal.
Really is on a hot streak at the moment, though, Rosenthal. He's scored in his last 3 Liverpool games. Charged down by Barlow. Did he keep that in? He did. Nippy, isn't he?
He's very quick, and I just wonder, remembering what a troublesome time in the first half especially that Torben Picnic had at Queen's Park Rangers against the pace of Les Ferdinand. I wonder if they will try and get Stuart Barlow on Torben Picnic just to test him again.
Yes, Graham Souness had an interesting quote after that game about Torben Picnic. He said his wife's just given birth to a baby. He said in the first half against Ferdinand, I thought it was him that had the baby.
He certainly was troubled, wasn't he?
Much better in the second half, to be fair to Torben. Played in the European Championship final, of course, for Denmark, and signed this year from Copenhagen. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 after quarter of an hour of the 147th Merseyside derby. is Don Hutchison. And that was rather un-Liverpool-like, that ball. Barnes. Put out by young Kenny. And here's Steve Nicol. And once again, Liverpool looking to hit it long and, frankly, rather aimlessly. Queen's Park Rangers, the last time we covered them, they looked a much better side once they got their passing game together in their true Liverpool tradition. Now here's Peter Beardsley. And Kenny, who's settled well. Unsworth laying it off for Johnston, and now Ablett. Kenny again. And appreciative applause spreads around Goodison from the Everton fans. Now that football from their side. And in the end, Watson has to go backwards. Keown in very quickly again on Barnes. Here's Hutchison, and caught late by Dave Watson, but with no malicious intent, and it will be Liverpool's free kick.
No, it's just one of them where Watson's committed to the tackle and Don Hutchison just beats him to it. There, you see it there.
Dave Watson, who was in the Everton side that last won the championship in '87. Now here is Steve Nicol, and then lining up on the far post in there, and that was a very important interception indeed from Ablett, because Rosenthal was just waiting to pounce.
That was a brilliant interception from Gary Ablett. He really read the situation very early and committed himself to going in there. If not, Ronnie Rosenthal's got a free header.
Third corner for Liverpool. This time, Steve McManaman is going to take. Not to any great effect. Snowden putting this one on for Barley. Kenny heading it forward. Barlow can maybe use his pace here, but Peaknick is there. Neither side really yet able to put any kind of grip on this match. It's still in the early sparring stages. Barlow controlling it on his chest very neatly and turning well too. Here's the muscular Unsworth once again. Lower trajectory cross this time, which right cuts out. Ablett. And Unsworth pushing further and further forward down that left-hand side, certainly not playing as a conventional left-back. Playing more the role that Andy Hinchcliffe has been used in recent matches. Though, of course, he is out injured like Alan Harper tonight.
Well, that's what we're looking for, both wide men on that side, Matt Keown and David Unsworth, to do. With playing Ian Snodden in that defensive role, it does give the fullbacks and the wide men for Everton the opportunity to push forward if they want. But they're not exactly used to it. Matt Keown not happy in the right back, much prefers playing centre half.
Good covering in that Everton defence there by Snowden. Barnes is lying down injured while all this is going on. He's taken a knock. He was running for that through ball. And he's still down as well as the play continues. Kenny for Everton. Crowd are whistling, for the Liverpool fans anyway. They want it out of play, and he's still down injured. Lovely ball inside the fullback for Barlow to run onto maybe. And good goalkeeping from Hooper. Now John Barnes, looks like he's feeling the thigh there. This could be a blow for Liverpool, but let's not get too pessimistic too early from their point of view.
Well, he's been down a long time, Ian, which is never a good sign, is it? But hopefully it's something just a dead leg. It might not be a strain. Obviously, if he's pulled something there, that could be serious. But if he's just got a knock in the clash and maybe Ian Snowden's knee or something has gone into his thigh, and it can be very painful, but I'm sure John will try and run something like that off.
Well, of course, the Anfield treatment room has been like a battlefield these last 2 years. And the problem's still aren't over. This is how it happened, Andy.
You just see this. You see Ian Snowden comes across and plays the ball. And there it is there. I think it's his right foot just catches him there. Just above the knee. So if it's a knock, I would expect John to be okay.
Yes, it doesn't look like he's done any lasting damage. And Graham Souness, I would think, very relieved indeed about that after Barnes being out for 6 months with that Achilles problem. He's only just come back. He's okay. Watson doing what he does best, winning it in the air. Now Rosenthal trying to get behind the Everton defence here, and he might have done it too. And Neville Southall did some brilliant work.
Well, he did brilliant work at the end of the day, but for a long time, Ian, I was wondering where Neville Southall was. This ball's in the air a long time. Look at his position, Neville. I expected him just to come and gobble it up then. He comes late, but he makes up with it with a fine save.
It certainly was some indecision. That was a real chance for Liverpool. And Rosenthal, as Andy was suggesting, was through, and Neville Southall really rescued his own error almost.
Well, I think it took Ronnie Rosenthal by surprise, the fact that Neville Southall wasn't there, clobbering him early on.
McManaman laying this off to Barnes, who's moving a little stiffly, but looks like he could run that off. Lovely little touch from him, typically, from McManaman. Cutting inside, and on this side is Nicol here, with some space. Dangerous position here, as far as Everton are concerned. Nicol trying to curl one. Not too successfully. Peaknick lobbing it back in, and a flag was up on that far side. Let's get some news from the touchline with David Livingston.
Ian, there was some worry on the Everton bench about Neville Southall after that incident. First of all, Howard Kendall said he's not right. The physio went round and he's been waiting there, but now he's come back. He says he's okay, and it looks as if everything's back to normal.
Howard Kendall and Colin Harvey there, the old team on the Everton bench. He's not forward. Beardsley chasing it. Rob Jones got across very well indeed. Almost lost his footing there. Beardsley trying to get the foot in.
He's very fortunate. Peter Beardsley's got seen many, many times the past game. He's one of the best at pinching the ball from defenders when they least expect it.
Little Mike Marsh. Good ball down the line. Well measured for McManaman. Southall is going for route one, aimed towards Mo Johnston. I don't think this is too much problem for Mark Wright.
I don't know if it's a deliberate change in tactics of Liverpool, or whether they're just allowing John Barnes to get himself together, but they've definitely pushed Ronnie Rosenthal onto this near side up against Martin Keown and look to be playing John Barnes more through the middle. Whether that's to try and get him into the game a little bit more, because Martin Keown has kept him pretty quiet.
His first blood certainly to Keown in that battle. Everton, by and large, has looked pretty solid at the back, but that's not been their problem this season, not at all. The problem has been up front, where they've got a paltry 13 goals in 17 games, the worst record in the whole of the Premier League.
I think, and only 4 league goals in 8 games here at home does suggest that they're finding it very, very difficult to score goals. But you're right, they've got a better defensive record than Liverpool, and yet it just shows you how far down the league they are.
Punch power is the requirement as far as Everton are concerned. Haven't seen a lot of it from them so far, but not much more from Liverpool either, in fairness.
Ooh, very much stalemate.
Snowden right through there on Hutchison. Gets a rebuke, but nothing more than that from Martin Boddenham.
Yeah, I don't think Don Hutchison's too impressed that he only just been spoken to. He certainly let him, Ian Snodden let him know he was around, didn't he?
Competitive character, Snodden, and Everton glad to have him back. Penny's up and under. Now Peaknick. Easy cut out by Dave Watson. There's very, very little room, it seems, out there. Extremely congested. No way through again. And Kenny measuring that very nicely for Beardsley. Unsworth. Lovely flowing football from Everton this time. If Mo Johnston can keep it in, he does. Ablett's up supporting the attack. Oh. And the wire service broke down.
Not used to finding himself up there, Gary Ablett. Just lost his bearings a little bit.
Pity, because it was a nice move from Everton on a wide canvas. Watson to Barlow, nickling very, very hard and quickly on him, and Liverpool have back possession with Barnes. Watching, waiting, trying to find the opening. There is none. And away comes Snowden, looking to spread this wide for Mo Johnston. What a very good ball that was. And Unsworth, and very good covering indeed by Rob Jones back there, wearing that unfamiliar number 11 shirt, but playing right back. Rosenthal trying to maraud through again. Still Rosenthal. Look at this run from him. Barry Horn with the tackle. Barlow, run forward from the back from Keown.
Good goalkeeping that. Mike Hooper had spotted that. Almost playing as a sweeper there, the big man. The game suddenly in the last couple of minutes just seemed to have picked up a notch or two.
Now Barnes has come back out to the left-hand side in the familiar tussle with Keown. Hasn't really tried to take him on so far. Here's Hutchison. McManaman. Tight in there, Liverpool trying to engineer something, but it isn't going to happen like that.
I think after 28 minutes of the game, Howard Ken will be fairly pleased, in particular the way his team have shut down Liverpool and really stopped them getting any flowing movement to their game. They made it very, very difficult. People like Barry Horn and Billy Kenny in there in the midfield area have really worked very, very hard. They made it difficult for Liverpool, and he'll be pleased about that. And then what he'll be looking for now is for a little bit of forward play from his own side.
Traditionally pretty tight. Mo Johnston, and what good play that was by Mike Marsh. Doesn't get a lot of publicity, but does one heck of a lot of good work in that midfield for Liverpool. Barnes again. Redknapp lets it roll. Marsh finds Nicol. Barnes.
Great touch-up. Really killed it instantly.
Certainly has been an inspiration to Liverpool to have him back on the scene, and results have swung Liverpool's way since he's been back as well. Rosenthal. Marsh. Rosenthal again. Had half a yard for a moment if he wanted to try the snapshot, but it was quickly closed down. Everton on just a little bit of a charge of late, but they are still 14 points behind the Premier Division leaders, Norwich City. It's a long way. Barlow. He almost got the bounce there, but not quite in the end. Everton can climb a couple of places away from danger if they were to win this game tonight, but I think it's more than that. It would be what it would do for their confidence. to win this key game against their major Merseyside rivals.
I think the main thing for Howard Kennedy is not to lose the game.
The ball from Barnes, Rosenthal and Snowden did exceptionally well to get there ahead of the Israeli international. Beardsley offside. Offside, the flag was up.
That seems to be Everton's best bet at the moment, and as an attacking sense, to soak up a bit of pressure from Liverpool and then look to hit them on the break and try and get Peter Beardsley free in that little area he likes playing in.
Barlow easily cutting out that ball from Redknapp, not one of his best. Here's Keown. Keaton jumps well. Liverpool just starting to find more space and get their passing movements together in the middle of the pitch.
I was actually thinking, you know, of a poor quality that Liverpool's passing has been up till now. They really haven't passed it anywhere like as well as they did in the second half against Queen's Park Rangers.
Now, Rosenthal's got some room here, though. On that left foot, the angle he likes. Southall punches it away.
Well, he's knocked in one or two from that type of angle recently, hasn't he, Ronnie Rosenthal? I think Neville Southall would be quite happy to see that coming almost directly at him.
Barnes, teasing, tantalising. Back to Redknapp. Oh.
See, that's a little simple pass. It's just lack of concentration. But this is the area he likes to get in. Scored a winner against Queen's Park Rangers from almost that area. But Neville Southall stood up a long time, stood big, and didn't make it a very big target for a game up.
There's a bit of a wild challenge by Keown on Hutchison, who seems to have been the victim of quite a few already, doesn't he? Now, here's Marsh. McManaman. This drops again to McManaman. He's going to try the volley, is he? It's dropping through. Hutchison is in there. And Everton in the shape of Watson scrabbling it away. Not for long. Barnes. And once more, Dave Watson's there now. The luckless Hutchison is on the floor once again.
He's certainly been through the wars, John Hutchison, isn't he? But he was very close, almost dropped in there for him, you know. And they're just starting to exert a little bit of pressure now, Liverpool. You see the ball, it's a bit of a scramble, but it suddenly drops here, and who's in there? It's Hutchison, and what a timely tackle that is from Dave Watson.
Now, Don Hutchison, who's had this fairy tale season, of course, was with Hartlepool. I think Hartlepool sent around videos of him in their efforts to interest other clubs, and Liverpool snapped at it. Graham Souness there, and maybe he's having a word about some sort of reorganisation to Mark Wright. But he looks as if he's certainly feeling that, what is it, the right ankle by the look of it. Dave Watson with that crucial interception. Certainly no blame attaching to him at all. Very good defending from the former England man.
Good inspirational character, Dave Watson.
Mark Walters. Coming up on Friday, yes, Friday on Sky Sports, Middlesbrough against bang in form Chelsea. Dress rehearsal for their FA Cup third round tie. Don't miss that one. And Liverpool again this Sunday from Anfield. Kenny Dalglish back at Anfield. It's Liverpool against Blackburn. Don Hutchison is all right again. He's limping a little gingerly, but again, it looks like one he might be able to run off, Andy, doesn't it?
Well, the ankle's a little bit more serious area. If it is his ankle, and if he's gone over and twisted it in that tackle. But and someone like Paul Stewart, though, they have an ideal replacement in Don Hutchison. So they certainly not take any chances on his fitness. But you can see Everton's problems, can't you? They've defended fairly well. I think this is pretty much the way the season's been for them. But how difficult they've found it to actually break through and create many chances of their own. And that's been the problem for them.
Redknapp, Liverpool beginning to exert some territorial dominance at the moment. Right to the Rosenthal, who is offside. Not for the first time in recent weeks.
I'm surprised they're not being a little bit more patient, Liverpool, and popping one or two passes around before they look for the ball forward. You see there, Ian Snowden's looking to play him offside, just on the left of your screen, and he's well offside by a couple of yards. But as I've said before, he's happy to be caught offside, just in the one chance that he gets, and he's onside, he can destroy a team and win the game for Liverpool.
5 offsides against Liverpool to Everton's 2 so far, but that's more a reflection of which of the two sides has been doing most of the attacking. That'll be 3 against Everton. Redknapp with room to run in the centre of that midfield. Hutchison back to right. Right to Jones, and Jones to right. 4 passes so far, 5 to McManaman. Six, 7, 8 to Peatley. Possession football from Liverpool. That's 9 to Nicol, who is offside, and it won't go further than that.
Oh, it's amazing he's offside.
Not often Steve Nichol's offside, is it?
No, not often anyone's offside when they're looking right along the line.
He's fairly astonished about that. Liverpool, of course, you may have seen one of the stories in one of the Sunday papers. Speculation about them wanting to sign Nottingham Forest Roy Keane, swapping for Paul Stewart and Mark Wright. Absolute nonsense, says Graham Souness. Pure speculation. Don't think Clough want to sell Roy Keane just at the moment either. Here is Mark Wright. Cost £2.2 million when he came here. He's had a troubled year one way and another. Horn. Everton getting a lot of men behind the ball, but looking to break quickly, and one of the men breaking is Gary Ablett. And Jones gets it back at the end. 7.5 minutes to half-time. Watson back to Southall. Not too many chances for either side so far.
It's very bright there, though. Barlow's been.
Barlow looking to run the Liverpool defence, and, well, you give him 8 out of 10 for certainly trying his luck and trying to be positive, but the execution at the end was not what he or Everton wanted. But he looks a bright young talent.
He's bright, he's got pace, hasn't he, about him? And he'll be looking now, Stuart Barlow, for a little run in the side.
Was playing local Sunday soccer as recently as June 1990. Yes, June. Seasons go on obviously a long time around Merseyside. Still waiting for the first goal here. Mark Wright.
I think we're waiting for the game to really come to life, Ian, as well. That's what we're waiting on. It's been amazingly low-key, I feel, for a derby that, although tagged a friendly derby, is as fiercely competitive on the pitch as any derby you're likely to find. But it's been pretty much a low-key derby at the moment.
That's a lovely ball from Beardsley. If Johnston's got the pace to get there. And look who was doing the chasing back. Ronnie Rosenthal.
Well, that was a team game. And he did well, Ronnie. He spotted the danger and reacted very, very quickly.
And got a few bonus points from Graham Souness for that piece of work. Great ball, though, from Beardsley, wasn't it, in the first place? Haven't seen too much, though, of Beardsley so far, in all honesty. Here's the opposite number 8, Jamie Redknapp. Hutchison. Liverpool again pondering their chess moves in midfield.
But again, they've been rushed into playing passes there that they don't want to, and that's good play from Everton. And Howard Kane will be fairly pleased with the way that his side have done that for the majority of this half. They've made life difficult for Liverpool to get that ball down and slick it about.
Right, with a powering header forward, which He's travelled over half the length of the field. But you're right, the game hasn't really ignited yet.
I was just looking at the bench there, and they were signalling to Peter Beardsley, Howard Kendall and Colin Harvey just to drop a little bit deeper. I think they were a bit concerned that he was getting caught up front, and basically 3 men up front. He was just saying to Peter, just drop a little bit deeper, try and cause him some problems from a deep area.
Nicol. One goal, of course, could really change the mood in a major way here. It might only take one goal to win a game as tight as this one as well.
The Everton will be happy to keep it tight. In their situation in the league, you're not going to take too many chances here, and they'll be happy to keep it tight, not give anything away, look to maybe snatch something with a free kick or a corner, set-piece area. Because it certainly has looked the more likely area from them. They haven't looked to create too much in open play.
Here's Marsh. Out of play. And it was good work, too, to shadow him all the way by 19-year-old Billy Kenny. Let's remember, only his 7th game. He made his debut just 2 months ago for Everton. Doesn't look phased at all by the occasion. Keown. Long and hopefully, but really that's meat and drink for those tall Liverpool defenders. It's not the kind of service at all that Johnston and Barlow need. They need it to feet, I would think, Andy, don't they, against those big guys at the back for Liverpool?
Well, they need it from head height down, so that at least they've got an area to take it in their chest and just get the ball under control. But anything that's just played aimlessly, as that ball loose from Martin Keown, would suit the 2 centre-backs down to the ground. It's got to be a bit more crafty with the Everton build-up. Feed a little ball in. That's a much better ball there. That's the type of thing I'm suggesting. Play it in, it gives Morris Jones a chance to control the thing and bring other people into play.
Snowden. Manaman trying to find Marsh, but finding right in the end. Nice piece of control from Snowden. Now Beardsley. What can he come up with here? Quickly crowded out by the Liverpool players who know all about what Beardsley can do. Give him half a chance. Here's another man who can do a lot, Barnes, and another one is McManaman. And Dave Watson hasn't put a foot wrong back there for Everton.
You see when Liverpool do put 1 or 2 passes together, quick, neat, interchange football. What a different side they look.
Here's McManaman again, back to Redknapp. Hutchison. Jones and Rosenthal showing himself well. Liverpool probing. Jones's cross. Marsh closing in on it. Won by Watson and Nicol. Look at that. Woohoo! Fraser bullet.
Well, he hadn't hit any better than that, Steve Nicol. I wonder whether he had it in his mind, whether he was going to take a touch, but he's decided, I'm going to have a go here. It's sitting nicely for me. He hits it very well. So well that Neville Southall can't hold it.
Really got hold of that. Steve Nicol hasn't scored all season, and almost looking to celebrate the week of his birthday. He's 31 on Friday with a goal in this Merseyside derby. His 25th, by the way. Nicol again. Here's Hutchison. Now McManaman. No, Watson's there again for Everton. Close to half-time here. Still 0-0 at Goodison between the Merseyside giants. Barnes. Looking to get Rosenthal in behind Watson, but it'll be a good ball in the air that beats Dave Watson. Keown. Long again for Barlow, but much too long.
If I was Graham Souness, I'd seriously think of just changing John Barnes for a little spell. I'd say him, go play on the other side and bring McManaman here onto the left side.
Now McManaman, chance to run, right foot. Didn't get hold of it in the way he wanted, but that was more like it from Liverpool.
It's good running and very direct and purposeful running. He actually creates the opening for himself. But his shot's very, very poor.
It's a frightens the life out of defenders to have Steve McManaman running at them like that, twisting and turning. Graham Souness, who scored the winner against Everton in the League Cup final replay at Main Road in 1984.
You have to remind me of that.
Sorry about that, Andy.
Thank you.
Well, you had enough success in your Everton days. I just thought I'd throw that one in.
You can never have enough success, Paul. You ask all Liverpool teams over these past 20 years.
Looking for a bit more of it now. This is Ablett with the throw. Too long for Kenny, and Everton just giving the ball away really there. Barnes come deep to pick it up. Watson wins it. Barnes again with a lovely first touch to kill the ball instantly. Barnes again to Rosenthal. McManaman. Hutchison was making a run through the centre. Here's Marsh. Wide right is Rob Jones. Redknapp again. Liverpool stringing the passes together. McManaman. Barnes!
Well, that's the best move of the game, without a doubt. Beautiful, patient football from Liverpool. Came down the left, went across, came down the right. And suddenly Steve McManaman for a minute looks as if he can take that in his chest and score. He knocks it back. And Barnes is very, very close to giving Liverpool a lead.
Terrific piece of football that from Liverpool. Must have put, what, 15 passes together, I reckon, Andy, don't you?
I think that's what they've done. Not enough, if you like, Ian, in this first half. They haven't been able, the quality of the passing hasn't been to that higher standard.
John Barnes. That would have been some goal if he'd buried that on the half volley from McManaman's knockdown. But to be fair to Everton, they've worked very, very hard defensively and for the most part have managed to frustrate Liverpool. It was, you saw the shots on target then, precious few so far. Barnes again. And there goes the whistle to end the first half. Tight, tense, chess match type of football. Liverpool with most of the possession and the best move just before half-time. Neville Southall had to make a crucial save from Ronnie Rosenthal as well in all of that. But we arrive at half-time here at Goodison Park with entertainment, the half-time views of our guests as well to come. But at half-time here, Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Don't. And straight away news that Everton have made a substitution. Peter Beagrie is on the field. And it looks like to me that Unsworth is the man who's come off, the 19-year-old. Although, let's have a look around. Maybe it isn't him. No, yeah, I think it is. Unsworth who's come off. And Peter Beagrie, tricky winger, wearing the number 14 there, right at the forefront of your picture. He seems to be substituted just about every week for Everton. And using him, maybe he can open things up and give Everton a few more attacking options.
Well, they have changed tactically as well, the formation, Ian. And what they've gone now, they've gone for a flat back four now. They've moved Martin Keown back to his normal central defensive partnership. Gary Ablett's at left back, Ian Snowden's at right back, and young Stuart Barlow's out on the right side. It looks like it's going to be a front two now of Maurice Johnston, Peter Beardsley. So perhaps Howard Kendall has felt quite happy that his team have, he may feel they've taken the sting out of Liverpool somewhat. And now he's going to say, well, let us try and force the game upon them a little bit.
Here's the first chance for Beagrie to run at Rob Jones, who may have a busier half as a result of Beagrie's introduction. Kenny, not his best ball of the night, though he's done pretty well by and large. No Johnston. Kenny again. 1-2 with Beardsley rather. And a long, long way wide in the end.
Long way wide, but I mean, real positive start from him, wasn't it? Nice little link up, and Billy Kenny showing that he isn't frightened to shoot from that distance.
Certainly Everton, Howard Kendall's side, need to push forward a little bit more if they're going to get the 3 points here. I don't know whether one would satisfy them. Of course, in a very lowly position on the table. Here's Nicol, measured towards Rosenthal. Southall read that very well indeed. Ablett. Now Beagrie again. Kenny. Thought about trying his luck from a long way out once again. Instead he opted for Barlow on that right-hand side. And harmlessly behind in the end. But Everton looking more purposeful, because in the first half, really, they didn't ask any serious questions at all of Mike Hooper, did they, Andy?
No, they didn't. But already in the first couple of minutes, they've looked as if they've got a more positive attitude about them now.
Keown wins this one in the air. Keown switched from right back to his normal post in the centre of the Everton defence, alongside Dave Watson. And here's Snowden, who's now playing at right back. He's been used there before. Horn. Peakney gets it away to Barnes, who's giving it straight back to Barry Horn. Barlow hugging that right-hand touchline and looking to try and run Nicol. Still in play. Barnes comes deep to pick it up. It's not Barnes against Keown anymore, it's Barnes against Snowden. And Rob Jones concedes the throw-in. Looks a bit annoyed with himself about that. It was just the bounce of the ball, really. Now here's Beardsley. Gary Ablett now at left back. Beardsley didn't really get in the game in that first half, just the occasional touch from him. Everton need him to be more of an influence. McManaman hits Watson unknowingly. Well won by Barlow in the air. No Johnston, who hasn't had many opportunities this season. This is offside against Barlow.
I think the fact that Everton look more positive in their attitude this half might just open the game up a little bit more for Liverpool, because they really found it very difficult to break through the Everton team, who were really just backing off in numbers.
McManaman now. Both sides good to have a bit more zip about them at the start of the second half. We're trying to find out whether David Unsworth had picked up any kind of knock at all in that first half, or whether it was just a straight tactical switch. We'll let you know. Mike Marsh. McManaman again. Marsh on the left foot. Took a deflection on the way through, but not the sort of deflection Liverpool wanted. It just killed the ball stone dead.
Mike, the word from down below, Ian, is that it was tactical. David Unsworth going off at half-time.
Solds the dummy, but Ablett wasn't buying it. And Ablett does well, playing the 1-2 with Beagrie. Spread wide for Barlow, who does well, brings it down. Snowden. Kenny. Getting a bit too tight over there, and Barnes comes away. Now Liverpool have 2-on-2 here, 3-on-2 in fact, and it might be 4-on-3 in a minute. Barnes, McManaman making a run to the far post. Here he is, real chance here, he can square it back, and it's cleared away in the end. The effort was from Torben Pietnik, and Watson was there. Jones, too long for Rosenthal. Well, if Ian Snowden meant that, it was really coolness itself. I think he did as well.
He meant it all right, but Torben Picknick has just passed up a glorious chance. Barnes produces a fine ball. It's a great run from Rosenthal to take Keown out of the way. But I think this is just a little bit firm at the centre-back, in an unusual position for him, and he really doesn't do the chance justice. That a real let-off for Everton.
It was the finishing of a centre-back, wasn't it?
And that's what I mean. If Everton are going to look to be more positive, Ian, it is going to leave gaps then that perhaps people like Barnes certainly can exploit.
Good move by Liverpool, though. Howard Kendall pondering events here, how he could do with a win here. Southall, Liverpool appealing for offside. Nothing doing. Near sellout crowd here of 38,000 or so in Goodison Park tonight. They once had 78,000 here for a Merseyside derby in 1948. That's all the safety regulations and what have you these days. The capacities are much reduced. Kenny doing well. Beardsley, Johnston, and Mark Wright stretching out the leg in characteristic fashion.
Yeah, and it's already a better game now this half.
More passion about it.
More purpose as well, I think, about the whole thing.
Adley. Well done by Hutchison. Barnes has got a bit of space here. Rosenthal and McManaman in support. Beautifully measured for McManaman. The angle's difficult. It might fall for Rosenthal. And, well, it was some good defending by Martin Keown again. But Liverpool, again, starting to slice Everton apart.
Well, again, it's Barnes, isn't it? Look at that for pace. Absolutely perfect. It's just too wide for the cross. And he's very aware, Steve McManaman, and looking for Ronnie Rosenthal. But Martin Keown intercepted it just in time.
Deliberately played on the volley for Redknapp, and it hit McManaman on the way through, but that was a very interesting little variation from the corner.
Well, total misunderstanding defensively from Everton. Just watch what I'm saying. They play it to the edge of the box and the defence goes out, but they took it on the post, stay where they are, and that means that Steve McManaman is completely free 8 yards from goal if he can only control the ball. Total misunderstanding there.
Jamie Redknapp's volley. Hustled out of it by Beagrie. Jones wants that ball back. And he gets it back in the end. Throw in. Beagrie thinks it was a free kick.
Very quick though, Rob Jones. He noticed he looked like he was beaten there for a minute. But before Peter Beagrie could deliver across, Jones had got back at him.
There's the enigmatic Beagrie again. Corner who can be dazzling and infuriating in equal measure. Crowd now starting to get much more animated. I think that they can sense the greater intensity and purpose out there on the pitch. Too much of it to Barnes. It could drop for Rosenthal, but Keown, who well, he did a good job on John Barnes really in that first half, but he looks much more comfortable playing in the position he occupied in the European Championships, of course, for England.
I think John Barnes will be quite happy to see Martin Keown in the centre of defence now. I think he might just fancy his chances a little bit better against Ian Snow. Ian Snow's a very talented footballer indeed. I'm not so sure if he's as good a defender as Martin Keown is.
Right, offside against Ronnie Rosenthal. Ronnie Rosenthal, who was off playing for Israel in the World Cup last week, which is why he missed Liverpool's Coca-Cola Cup draw against Crystal Palace. And,
I think there's games going there tonight as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah. Nicol here. Not that from the hooper.
Well, he trusted his goalkeeper, didn't he, Steve Nicol?
Just played a little training ground volley back to him. Redknapp getting in an important little toe. McManaman on one of those typical runs of his. Well done, Billy Kenny, to get the important interception in. Peter Beardsley. Giving the ball away for Liverpool. Barnes, Rosenthal. Barnes making the run through. A very, very important interception. Moved up a notch now. Johnston finding Peter Beagrie. Johnston now playing with his socks around his ankles.
He looks quite tired, Morris. He's worked very, very hard all round, and I just wonder the lack of games that he's had this year, whether we've got Paul Ryder on the bench, and I'm just wondering whether they're thinking soon that perhaps Morris has done enough for the night and just maybe bringing on Paul Ryder. I notice he is warming up. Morris tends to play like that anyway. He likes to play with his socks rolled down.
Johnston, of course, who has had a fair share of Glasgow derbies. He's scored for both Rangers and Celtic in them. And he scored, in fact, in this Merseyside derby, this very fixture last year, in what was a 1-1 draw. Still awaiting the first goal tonight. Here's Beardsley for Everton. Wright's clearance. And Watson coming back to his goalkeeper, Neville Southall. Mo Johnston was doing some pushing and shoving there, and indeed he was. Hasn't scored since back in August, Mo Johnston, but he hasn't really been in the team since way back then either. Last week against Chelsea in the Coca-Cola Cup. Now Beagrie. Ablett heading it forward, but easy meet for Wright. Rosenthal knocking it on into the path of Hutchison, but Liverpool can't find a way through. Just sitting in front of his defenders all the time, picking the ball up, looking to orchestrate the game. McManaman has hit that too long to pick up Rob Jones's run.
There's more room for error there than Steve McManaman realised. He could have just fed a nice little weighted pass into that big gap, and Rob Jones was surely onto it.
Brings up. Here's McManaman looking to create some mayhem in that Everton defence. Crowded out. Good work by Barry Horn. He was left out the other day. He's back in tonight, the Welsh captain. And after that promising start of the second half, it just degenerated again a little bit. Snowed in, though. Beardsley. This could be a moment for Everton. Beardsley with that very, very quick, short backlift, looking to fool Mike Hooper.
Yeah, but Matt Wright does very well and stays on his feet. Makes it difficult for Peter Beardsley, but that's what Everton we're looking for, isn't it? It's one piece of magic, possibly, from someone like Peter Beardsley to turn this game their way. Because Liverpool are keeping possession for quite a long time now in spells and are exerting a little bit of pressure more and more upon this Everton defence.
Keelan's given that away to McManaman. No problems in the end for Neville Southall. The Everton goalkeeper, Southall, has got a quite incredible record. He's been ever present, you know, Andy, for the last 5 years and 201 league games. Fancy being number 2 to him.
He hates missing games, the big man. He's a fabulous goalkeeper. He's got a tremendous attitude for the game.
Somebody was telling me a story about him the other day when he was with Wales, and the players were supposed to have a sleep, and Terry York looked out of the window, and there was Neville down on the grass, diving around with no ball for company 2 hours before the match. Great goalkeeper. Now here come Liverpool. Redknapp doing very, very well. McMahon and Redknapp's carried on with his run. Here he is. Hutchison, Barnes, Everton have got men back now. And one of them is Gary Ablett.
Great break there, wasn't it? All instigated by a great run from Jamie Redknapp.
Liverpool's corner. Mike Marsh to take it. 7 red shirts in there. Wright is one of them! And he scored on his return to the side! Mark Wright breaks the deadlock in the Merseyside derby. Souness celebrates. The Liverpool Horns celebrate. And what a comeback to the team for Mark Wright.
Well, you can't give someone a Mark Wright's ability in the air. A free header from 6 yards. It's awful, it's in the air a long time, but watch this. He goes up almost alone. Mark Keown's not close enough. And Neville Southall has no chance. Look at Mark Keown there. He jumps behind Wright, and that's fatal.
Beagrie with the cross. Cooper's there though. And Liverpool have their noses in front here.
Well, apart from that brief spell at the beginning of this half, Ian, it really has been Liverpool, isn't it, that have looked more likely to break the deadlock as the game's gone on. And now there's some real questions now for the Everton players to answer. It's all about digging in for them now. It's all about character. It's all about grafting their way back into the game.
Well, Mark Wright, his 5th goal of the season. Back in the side because of David Burrow's injury. And, well, a great comeback for him. And now there are chants from the Liverpool fans to the Everton rivals of going down, going down. They're being taunted. Everton trying to do something about that, and this has gone in on the turn from Mo Johnston, and Everton are level. That's their answer.
Well, that's incredible. Great turn from Maurice Johnson, and it didn't look as if he'd got anything on his shot. Watch this, it's a lovely little ball in from Snowden. Watch the way he turns away from Picnic and deliberately calls a beautiful shot past Mike Hooper. How's that for a reply?
Well, he just loves scoring in derby matches. He did it in this fixture last year. He's done it again this time. The instant riposte from Everton, 1-1, and suddenly this game is alight.
Graham Souness will be absolutely livid. In the same way that Manchester United scored yesterday and allowed City to score almost immediately, Liverpool have committed the same crime. But the one thing we have got now, the game's alive, the stadium's alive, the supporters are in full voice.
Completely different atmosphere now. Nicol measured beautifully to McManaman. Rob Jones. And Marsh. Well, he's got a taste for goal lately, Mike Marsh, with 3 in the last 4 games.
Tremendous skill from Rob Jones here. Marsh has only got one thing in his mind, and that's hitting it. That'll start to warm up now, Ian.
Fair old game of football now. Well, the Everton fans haven't had a lot to cheer about, and precious few goals to cheer about either. And just when things were looking at their bleakest for them, up came Mo Johnston with how priceless a goal. Here he is again. Here's Barnes. Liverpool looking to bite back and reassert some authority. No way through there for Hutchison. Snowden. Beardsley. Snowden again. And look at this run from Barlow. Too long. Too long.
Unlucky. Wouldn't it be amazing? They've spent all season, Everton, 8 home games up until tonight, hadn't scored more than 1 goal on this ground. Wouldn't it be ironic if for the first time this season they get 2 goals and it's against their oldest rivals and gave them a victory? That really would be something.
Really biting into the tackle. Something he hasn't always been renowned for. And here's Jones. Now Marsh. Not Redknapp. Marsh again. McManaman. Barnes. And well there indeed by Ablett, who carried on running. Wanted a return from Johnston and didn't get it.
Yeah, there's a tempo about the game that just wasn't there in the first half here.
Barlow looking to run Nicol. And not many people get past Steve Nicol. And a wonderful servant, as we were making the point, I think, before when we saw Liverpool over the 11 years. Ex-footballer of the year, of course. Now Marsh. One of his few misplaced passes.
Well, you could see what he was trying to do. Just use outside of his foot, but got it all wrong, really.
Now, I think Mark Walters is beginning to take his tracksuit off on the far side. Whether we're going to see him quite eminently, I don't know, but it begins to look like it. Yeah, he really is being stripped off. I think we'll see him in the next couple of minutes. Right. With Beasley again. Oh, and there's a horrible clash of heads there between him and Mike Marsh, who's gone down poleaxed.
Certainly took a nasty whack in the face, Mike Marsh, didn't he, there in that incident? He just closed out Peter Beasley. Tries to nip in between two people there. I think it's just his elbow that catches Mike Marsh in the side of the head.
I'm glad it was. I thought for a horrible moment the heads had really clashed at speed then. But Mike Marsh is okay. He shakes hands with Peter Beasley. And I'm just going to check Beasley as well. There it is again. Yeah, it was just the elbow, as Andy said. We still await for Mark Walters. He's been out of the side with injury in recent weeks. Goal, a real break for Everton. Have to be honest with you and say it was about the only time they've looked like scoring, really, wasn't it, Andy?
Well, they haven't had many genuine attacks at goal, have they? And here's a substitute now, and it's Ronnie Rosenthal. Looks like they're going to push John Barnes through the middle as well, Ian.
Yeah, Barnes moves over, and Walters will play wide on the left. And the word about him is that he's really been bombing in training, according to Graham Souness, after his injury. He almost forced his way back into the starting 11 tonight. Other man on the bench for Liverpool is Paul Stewart, by the way. Now Beardsley. Here's Hutchison. Walters wants his first touch of the ball and gets it. Everton lining up a posse of players. Here's Barnes in his more central role, getting the 1-2, and look at this from Barnes! Oh, how about that? And Everton escape. What a goal that would have been.
That deserves something better than that, didn't it?
Might be more problems here for Everton. Barnes trying to eat this one through, but Everton just riding their luck in that moment. Somebody up there liked Everton a moment or so ago from that shot from John Barnes. Fabulous bit of football, though. And that's a very good ball from Kenny. Out to Barlow. Johnson's in the middle. Beardsley's arriving. Goes all the way. I just thought for a moment there Wright might have left that foolishly, but he knew what he was doing far better than Andy and I sitting up here.
Good call from the goalkeeper. I'm sure it was in that situation. That's a great little ball.
Rob Jones keeps in. Barnes wants it short and gets it. There's McManaman. Trying to find half a yard of space. Redknapp. Took a deflection on the way through for the corner.
But what about that John Barnes' shot just a little bit earlier here. Watch the way he just plays it and runs behind Keown. McManaman supplies the ball. What about that for a strike? Neville Southall, a happy man there to see that come back off his upright.
That almost seemed to defy laws of geometry, didn't it, as well? The way it came out off the inside of the post like that. Barnes is in swinging corner, and Southall has those for breakfast and supper. Stuart Barlow. That was the right idea, but he's curved it behind Beagrie. And the one man you didn't want to give it to was John Barnes. And Beagrie rescues it. Attempted body check from Marsh, and Liverpool get back possession. And look at the space that McManaman has here. Hutchison is in the middle. Barnes is short. Oh, lovely strike again from Barnes off the outside of the foot.
Great football all round, wasn't it? The great tackle initially from Redknapp that won the ball. Good ball, McManaman. Nice crisp ball to Barnes. Great strike, first time there, and good goalkeeping.
Well, Barnes again. He's proving a massive influence so far in this second half. Look at the 1-2 here. And Everton defend well. Well, I know England had a very good result last time out, but can they really ignore a man of John Barnes' quality? You have to ask the question. Beagrie. Lovely close control. Beautiful play. Diving header! Just wide of the post again from Mo Johnston.
Well, it doesn't matter how much you dominate a game of great chances. You've got to be tight at the back, and Johnson's ever so close here to giving Everton the lead. He didn't have an awful lot to aim at.
Well, we were saying that the Everton goal had a charmed life, so did the Liverpool one there. Excellent football from Everton, and beautifully measured too by Peter Beagrie. Walters. And Ian Snowden doing his job to perfection.
Great tackle that.
Oh, that looked like a foul by Redknapp on Johnston. Not given. And this time it's Walters going down, and this time the free kick is given.
You understand how difficult it is. Look how quick feet Matt Walters has got there. I mean, really, if you're just a fraction out in your time, and you're always going to give free kicks away against people like him.
Redknapp. Barnes now wants the ball all the time, and the Liverpool boys are sensible enough to give it to him.
It's hard to believe that this is actually the same two teams that were playing the first 45 minutes, Ian.
Jones. Now Steve McManaman, look at this Marsh, driving it, arriving from angles that Everton didn't expect.
But here's the danger, every time it breaks down.
Beagrie. Beagrie against right, still Beagrie! And it drops down, and it's going to be a goal surely for Beardsley, but no!
You just don't know which way this game's going to go. Since he's come on, Peter Beagrie, when he's run at people, has caused them problems. Ties Mark right up there. Hooper can't hold the shot, and Beardsley must think that's going in the net. I can't believe it's gone wide.
Paul Stewart's coming on, and it looks like it's going to be Don Hutchison who is coming off. Paul Stewart, a man signed from Spurs in the summer. He's had a bit of an injury-ravaged time since his arrival at Anfield. And replacing Don Hutchison, and will settle into exactly his central midfield role. And Rideout comes on as well for Everton. I'm just looking around to see who went off there. Did you spot Andy? Quite honestly, I didn't.
I think Barry
Snowden,
Horn.
I think. Snowden.
Oh, yeah, Barry Horn's got to right back.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get Peter Beardsley now into that midfield area.
Horn has gone back to right back. Just to clear up that little bit of confusion on the part of your commentator.
Just give them a problem, sorry, Ian, in the fact that Peter Beardsley is not the greatest defensively in that area. And Liverpool might just get some joy. Not that way.
Catching practice for Southall and no more. Well, if you're enjoying this second half, I'm sure you are. There's more to come. Friday night, new night, 7 o'clock, Middlesbrough against bang-in-form Chelsea. And then on Sunday, from 2 o'clock, Super Sunday, Liverpool against Blackburn. Kenny Dalglish goes back to Anfield. Live here on this channel, Sky Sports. Everton 1, Liverpool 1, 13 minutes to go. Liverpool pressure, but two amazing let-offs for them at the other end. Mo Johnston and Peter Beardsley so close with headers. Kenny, just 19 years of age, remember. Beasley. Nicely measured for Watson, who's come forward. Look at this from Beardsley.
Much better shape about the Everton side in the second half, Ian. They look happier with the formation. They've got some natural woods in Peter Beardsley now and Lug Stuart Barlow on the right. And they're causing Liverpool far more problems now than they have in the rest of the game. They actually look as if they carry a threat now when they're going forward.
Here's Walters. Manaman waits in the middle. Is it going to reach him? It is. Pulled back. Arms and Marsh both miss it. Paul Stewart.
Wasn't a great ball from Steve McManaman there. I think that's what he's saying to him. First of all, it's a fabulous cross from Walters. It causes a problem. That touch is crucial. It just takes it away from McManaman, but look how high he gets the ball off the ground. And really, once that happened, the chance had gone.
Redknapp. Nicol, Neil Stewart again. Walters, again, wanting to test that Everton defence down the left-hand side. Instead he goes inside, finds McManaman. And Stewart there in confrontation with Barry Horn.
Always find that strange situation. Barry Horn is going absolutely nowhere. He's in his own penalty area, facing his own goal, can't pass back to his goalkeeper, under all sorts of pressure. The one thing he does want is a free kick to relieve it. Paul Stewart obliges. I just think it's amazing at times.
The attendance, by the way, is 35,000 exactly. Just short of the capacity, so we are told anyway, unofficially. Redknapp. Stewart. Couldn't reach it. Right out there. Ooh, and Nicol took just a little kick at him. Only hit thin air, to be honest with you, but enough for Martin Fortnum to want a word. It was Rideout's push in the first place. That's why Nicol had a go.
I think he's quite lucky, Steve Nicol, there. I'm sure Martin Borden will have a word with him. You see it here. I mean, Paul Rideout's gone for the ball. He makes himself a nuisance there and just catches Nicol, but Steve Nicol's very lucky to get away with something like that.
Didn't get the yellow card for that, and slightly fortunate maybe when you see that video evidence again. Much better looking Everton now. Here's Beasley. Beardsley, beautifully measured for Johnston, just forced a little bit wide. Hooper playing it under the bar.
Every time that they get Peter Beasley in that little free area and get the ball to him, they really do look quite a threat now.
Totally different game to the one we were watching in the first half. Paul Stewart. Walters. McManaman wants it wide on the right. And Walters finds that he's running into a cul-de-sac. Kenny playing a neat little one too. His ball wide for Mo Johnston. Nice ball too. 2-on-2 here. Right out in support. Johnston never looked like finding him. And now he's gone down injured as well. Barnes. McManaman. 1-1. Minutes beginning to tick away. McManaman still has it here. And Barry Horn's good tackle to dispossess John Barnes. Rob Jones winning the ball back for Liverpool inside the last 10 minutes. Redknapp. Good burst of pace from him. And nobody there at all. Let's get a quick word from David Livingston.
Ian, Stuart Barlow for Everton's been struggling the last 5 minutes. He stretched for a ball, seemed to pull hamstring right leg. He's gone deep after that, and obviously his legendary pace might be something that they'll miss, so it's something to watch.
Thanks a lot, David.
Yeah, he does look like he's struggling. He's limping quite badly.
Right out. Keeping across very quickly indeed. And there is Stuart Barlow. He is moving a bit gingerly.
I think what they're saying now, they're obviously very concerned that they don't want to be exposed on that side, so they're now switching him. He's just saying there he can't run, so you'll have to play wide, Paul, right out, and they've put Barlow up front, and that makes sense.
Here is Barlow.
Certainly running all right here.
I think it's probably just a slight strain, isn't it? Otherwise, of course, they can't afford to take him off. They've used both substitutes, but
perhaps he fancied making himself a hero and getting back up front, Ian.
Be some story if anybody was to pinch this now. Just to remind you, Everton haven't won in the last 8 derbies. And the last win was back in 87-88 when Wayne Clark's goal decided it. Stewart. And so in the second half, Peter Beagrie has made a fairly eloquent statement to Howard Kendall for permanent inclusion in the starting lineup.
Yeah, I think the problem he has with Peter is he doesn't produce it consistently enough.
Oh, a lovely little touch from Beardsley. Ablett is Beardsley again. It's opening up for him, is it? Yes, it is! Peter Beardsley! He's now scored for both clubs in Merseyside derbies. Only the second man in history to do it. But more important than that, Everton are 2-1 up.
Well, the Everton's Liverpool connection combines quite brilliantly on this wide side. First, Beardsley's artistry, but look at that for a first-time pass from Gary Ablett. And Beardsley's done this too often to be surprised at the concluding result. Just watch the way he controls it in an instant and picks his spot.
Well, what are the Liverpool fans going to be feeling now? How many times have they seen Peter Beardsley do that in a red shirt, Andy?
Well, they certainly won't be surprised, Ian. That's a certainty.
Well, Liverpool have had most of the possession, most of the game, but Everton have looked increasingly dangerous as it's gone on. And these fans who've suffered so much and seen so little go right for their side, especially at Goodison all season, can now sense a very, very famous victory indeed. Here's Beagrie.
It's the first time they've been able to celebrate 2 league goals in one match this season. And as I said, what a team to get them against. He's been like a breath of fresh air to them, hasn't he, Peter Beagrie, since he came on at half-time?
Well, they've had their good wins away from Goodison Park. They've won 3-0 at Manchester United. They won 3-2 at Blackburn. They won by a goal to 0 at Forest. But, well, you wonder if they can hang on to this, and it is an if, whether it might be a turning point in Everton's troubled season.
Yeah, they'll never get a better boost for their confidence than need one and beating Liverpool after going through a torrid time that they've gone through in the league. But let's not assume that this game's over, Ian.
Well, Liverpool are going to pile forward now in a desperate search for the equaliser. Inside the last 4 minutes. Right. Kenny just looking a little tired there for a moment, and he's got every right to the amount of ground he's covered. Redknapp, and there's Jones, and he's beautifully found by Redknapp's inch-perfect ball. Not towards the near post. Barnes is closing in on it, but not as fast as Southall.
Just a little touch on the cross from Gary Ablett, just to take the pace off it. Let's just have another look at Peter Beardsley's goal and just admire his finish. That's a great first-time pass, great vision, but look at that for precision finishing.
Only David Johnson had scored for both clubs before in Merseyside derbies. He's offside, by the way, flagged up. And now, add to that, in the history books, Peter Beardsley. Now in his second season with Everton, £1 million move across Stanley Park. And some night for him and for these two, Howard Kendall and Colin Harvey, stars of that famous midfield of 1970. But Souness does not look too pleased with life, and you can understand why.
I'd love to be a fly in the wall in their dressing room if it stays this scoreline. He won't be a happy man, and he'll be him very well.
Stewart. There may be another act still to play in this particular episode. Here's Barnes coming short for it. So unlucky, Liverpool, when his volley came back off the inside of the post in this incident-packed second half. Barnes. Incredible to think, really, that he's only playing what is his, third match back. Barnes on the near post with the header. Oh, and how did that stay out?
Oh, that's incredible, Ian.
He can't believe it.
I can't believe it. What a let-off again. Once he gets the header, he's on Peter Beardsley, and it's not real fun. Gets a flick. There's the other touch. It's through Torben Picnick's legs and out for a goal kick.
Manamu headed it on, and Picnic it just went straight through him. It seemed to pass through him almost by osmosis or something.
We'll be amazed as it scored. That's two very, very good chances Torben Picnick's had in this derby.
Barlow chasing. Barlow wins. Barlow loses his feet. Oh dear. It's all happening at the moment, and now he's feeling that little injury again, or is it a touch of cramp? I'm not sure which.
Yeah, a little bit of both, but he almost was making the headlines, wasn't he? Stuart Barlow. He gets round Mike Hooper, but then just slips at the crucial moment. Look at the disappointment.
Injury time. Everton 2, Liverpool 1. One last chance maybe for Liverpool. Jones. Everybody's on the far post. Everton get it back again. Beardsley, they're going to look to eat up the time. Barlow is really struggling now. He can hardly run. Well, he can't run. He's walking. Oh dear, and you just wonder now, 10 men or not, whether he should come off the field and not risk aggravating that anymore.
Oh, he'll stay on. Look at Sully.
He's struggling, isn't he, though? Really, there's tight hamstring. And there goes the whistle. Everton have won it. It's only their second home win. It's the first time they've beaten Liverpool in a derby since 1987, 1988. That's what it means to those fans in blue, and there's no doubt at all about the Everton hero. It's the former Liverpool player, would you believe, Peter Beardsley, with a late winner.
You think they've just won the cup final. This is how important I felt that this game was to Everton tonight. And Howard Kendall's players have provided him with a magical answer to all the questions that were being asked about his side.
And there's your check on the match facts. Liverpool going ahead with Mark Wright on 64 minutes. That came Mo Johnston with the equaliser within 2 minutes, and 5 minutes from the end, Peter Beardsley, Everton 2, Liverpool 1. It's a famous night for Everton. It could be a turning point for them down near the foot of the table. As Andy says, mass celebrations at Goodison Park. And they're really going to enjoy this evening, and when they get back in the offices and factories and pubs and clubs around Merseyside, there'll be a good bit of banter going on. But as Richard Keys was saying at the top of the programme, it's very much friendly banter around here. Great night for Everton, and after all they've been through this season down near the foot of the table, you can't take it away from them. Let's meet the Everton hero tonight, Peter Beardsley, down there with David Livingstone.
Peter, only the second man to score for both teams in Liverpool derbies. What did it mean to you?
Well, it meant everything, you know, getting the winning goal. I mean, overall, I think Liverpool obviously deserves to win, but that's derby games for you.
It's remarkable that you should say that Liverpool deserve to win. Why?
Well, they played great stuff. I mean, first half, they ran us all over the place, and second half, you know, they had a couple of good chances that they squandered, and that gave us the impetus to come into the game, and luckily we won 2-1.
How did you do it then? How did you get that edge?
Well, I think the fact that we scored so early after they scored, you know, that gave us a lift, and then, you know, they will probably drop their heads a little bit because they, at that stage, should have been probably 2 or 3 in front, but as I say, that's what happens in derby games, and we got the break at the end.
Super finish by you. Tell us about your goal.
Yeah, I played a ball to Gary Ablett over Rob Jones' head, and he played a great ball back to me, and nobody seemed to close me down, so I just saw the bottom corner, and luckily it flew in. I mean, that's what dreams are made of. You know, I couldn't believe it, really. Oh, there's a great ball from Gary Ablett. Took me straight, and luckily it went in the bottom corner. Well played.
Peter, what does it mean to the team?
Hopefully that'll give us a big lift. You know, I mean, we have been struggling a bit, especially at home, but you know, there's no better feeling than winning a derby game, and hopefully that'll set us up for the rest of the season.
Well done. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Everton 2, Liverpool 1. And the customary Monday night fireworks. What a fabulous second half that was. What a weekend on Sky Sports.